If you're going to be in college this year, you're going to want to take advantage of these amazing devices that are in our pockets to take better notes. Your smartphone is with you at all times, and therefore, if you know the college experience, you know that you can't always predict when a good note taking situation is going to come up, even though in general class is a great center of your note taking activities, obviously. So when I went to college last time, we didn't really have recording technology that was around, and a few people would take their laptops and type up notes. That quickly wound up being very tedious for them and annoying for their neighbors. So typing isn't really a great solution. What's ironic is you might see a lot of your fellow students with their computer screens up while class is going on. This is not recommended because generally you're going to want to focus on what a professor's saying. So if typing is out, you should probably put your laptop down. I mean, what are you going to do? Google what he's talking about? I think that you'd be better off Googling what the professor is talking about after she's done with the lecture and not doing it while they're lecturing. Even if you don't understand, you should be taking notes on that and following up after class, possibly even in person by talking to the professor. So what does that leave us with? That leaves us with scribbling, the old classic, which nobody seems to ever do. I had this technique of creating bubble charts when I was in college, and I knew that that was very elaborate and most people weren't going to do it. So what is a college student left with? Can't really type, can't really scribble, or has it, you just aren't scribbling that well. And the other problem with scribbled notes is it's hard to review. Well, I guess you could hold up your camera on your phone and take a video of the whole lecture, but that's just not an option. I mean, if you've ever gone to a concert and tried to hold up your camera for a song, I mean, you can see how tedious that is. And it doesn't actually add much value to have the video part of it. So what I'm getting down to is that audio is the answer for college note taking, and if you are going to scribble next to the audio, I think that's probably your best solution. So you have a piece of paper with a pen and you tape with TinyVox. And the idea is that TinyVox is created so you can pause effectively, unlike other note-taking solutions. So if the professor is just kind of rambling on, or you know the stuff, you don't have to be recording all that dead stuff. You can make these really tight tapes of the talks so that you can review them later just by pressing play. So that also solves the problem of review, because let's say you want to hear the lecture again, it's really easy to do that if you tape it. Also, with TinyVox, you can share the lecture in case that you want to couple your note taking with group activity. You can share it with people through Twitter, through email, through iMessage, all kinds of ways. So this is going to be my first tape on this topic. I just think it's really important that every student knows about TinyVox as a solution, because the other thing, in addition to being able to share it and pause it, you can type at the same time you tape so that you can add all kinds of information to the tape as you are listening. Having both the text and the audio along with it makes for basically perfect note taking. And as you can see, in the very near future, you'll be able to post to YouTube, and that could expand the reach of the wisdom that you're learning in college to benefit all of YouTube, all of humanity. So that's my pitch for students using TinyVox.